Hello guys, namaste, salam, adab to everyone. I hope you are having a good time. Welcome back to my channel Civil Construction and Tutor. As I said in my previous video that I'll be uploading a complete video on modeling and analysis of a residential building. So I'm back with it. Along with the modeling and analysis, I will also point out some important topics that will be important for a civil engineer while designing a building. And without any further ado, let us continue. So before modeling a residential building in ETABS, we require architectural drawing, a proper architectural drawing for the ETABS analysis. And I'm using version 18, that is ETABS version 18, and IS 456 2000 for concrete designing, and IS 1893 part 1 2016 for seismic analysis. So this is my architectural drawing. It may lack some points because it is just a raw drawing, and but it is sufficient for the ETABS analysis. So don't make any comment regarding something is missing in this building plan elevation section. So just I wanted to make you clear about this. So we have plan view, elevation view, and sectional view of the building. So the building or the dimension is in centimeter, and we have a circular column that supports the balcony, and column of size 300 by 300, that is 12 inches by 12 inches, and beam of 230 width and 350 depth, that is 9 inches by 14 inches. Similarly, the slab I will be taking is 5 inches, that is 127 mm, and for staircase I will be providing 150 mm slab. So these are the general sizes of the structural elements of the building. So let us start with the ETABS. So let us open ETABS version 18. You may also use ETABS version 16, 17. The difference between 16, 17 and 18, I guess, is with 16 we have to use IS 1893 part 1 2002, and from 17 version it is 2016, that is IS 1893 part 1 2016. So that is the updated code. So let us click new model, or you can also go from here, new model. A new window pops up that will be about the model initialization, and we have three different options, among which I will be using the last one, that is use built-in settings. I hope you can understand these things, that is use saved user default setting if you have any default settings saved, or you can also use the setting from a model file, but for now I'll be using the built-in settings. And display units, that is a unit parameter, US customary, metric SI or metric MKS, so I'll be using metric SI unit. Steel section according to your country, for now I'm using Indian, although I am from Nepal, but we are using Indian code. You can also Indian code, steel design code, again Indian standard, and for concrete design code, again Indian standard. Okay, now we will come to this window, that is the grid formation code window. So basically grid formation or grid spacing is the spacing between the column, in simple terms, of the residential building, that is the spacing between center to center spacing between the columns. And for a residential building we will not have a uniform grid spacing. That is a rare thing to occur. Uniform grid spacing may be helpful for designing or analyzing a factory, hall, banquet, etc. But for a residential building, a commercial building, it is a very rare thing to have a uniform grid spacing. And number of grid lines in x direction, number of grid lines in y direction, this is the thing that will change here, but will not change spacing of grid data in this particular window. We will change that manually. So this is our architectural drawing, and grid for grid spacing or the number of grid can be taken from the plan view. So 1 2 3 4, four number of grid in the x-axis. Similarly along y-axis we have, I'll be taking from here. Okay, let us take from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6, six numbers of grid in y-axis. So number of grid lines in the x direction 4. Similarly along y-axis it is 6. So I will not change this. Simple story data. So number of stories that will be taken from the elevation view. So 1 2 3 4, four number of stories, and typical story height that will be taken from the section view. So it is 300, that means 3 meter, because it is in centimeter. So 3 meter is the bottom story height. Typical story height is also 3 meter. So 3 meter, 3 meter. Okay, now if you want to go with the blank, that is, if you want to form grid manually, then you can go with the blank option. For now we are using grid only. So okay, the very first step, that is the grid formation, is done. So you will see a plan view over in this window and a 3D grid formation in this window. So let us close this window. Now you can see you have a plan view and a 3D view, but the grid spacing is not as per our drawing, so we have to change it. So you can go to edit option and edit storage and grid system, or you can also directly go by right clicking. Okay, by right clicking, and you can see here add or modify grid, and we have grid system and story data. You can modify respectively. So firstly I will change the grid spacing. So go to modify or show grid system. Now you will have the grid spacing window. Okay, let me close, and before that you can check the units. Okay, we have done metric SI defaults, so you can see the unit level. Okay, meter square, meter. So this is the force is taken as kilonewton per meter, kilonewton per meter square. So this is our SI unit. Now let me show you how you can add a new window. We have deleted the 3D view. Now let me show you how you can add a new window. So go to this and you will see add new window, and a new window will be added at the right side. Let me close this on, and let me show you how you can swap between 3D plan view. Okay, so I clicked in the plan and I'll select the base. So it will display the base plan of the building. You can also change the graphics mode from this option. Here you can have standard graphics and DirectX graphic. Depending upon your choice, you can select any of it. Let me split windows so it will be easy to add data. So for X and Y spacing I will require this window. So add or modify, and modify or show grid system. So along x-axis, and you have display grid data as ordinates, display grid data as spacing. So in our architectural drawing we are generally provided with the spacing between the columns, so we have to select display grid data as spacing. And the basic difference between these two is that the former one will have 0 as the first value, and the latter one will have 0 as the last value. So that is the basic point you can understand. So spacing, it is 3.35, 1.75, 3.29, and the final will be 0. Similarly along y-axis, okay, 1.1, 1.1, 4 meter, 3.4, and 3.3, 3.3, 3.3, 3.3, and the final will be 0. So that is our basic concept. Now other things Okay, system origin, that is 0. We will consider 0 0 0 as a origin. And if you want to add any reference, okay, that will be our part when we'll make a staircase, then we'll have to use this function. I'll discuss about this later. Bubble size, if you want to change the size of the bubble, you can change it from here. So this is about the grid spacing. Okay, similarly, uh, do we need to change any data in the spacing in the story height? No, because we have already done it. So I'll also explain about these things later on while we will construct beam, column, etc. Okay, so this will be very helpful for constructing and making our work easier and faster. So I'll explain that later on. Okay, okay, so our plan is ready. If you want to add a new window, then you can go over here and add a new window. So this will give you the 3D view of the grid that we have just formed, and we are at the elevation 0. If you want to change, then you can go, and this will give us elevation at 3, elevation at 6. So this is how we will go to the upper plan. And similarly, if you want to have the elevation view, select elevation A, B, C, D. Okay, so this is our elevation, story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4. So this is the first part, that is the grid formation. So we have completed the formation of grid. The next part will be the defining the material properties, or the material that will be used in our structure.